Well, what is going on, Agape City? Brad here, coming at you on a Monday for one of our Monday morning pastors. And man, what a weekend it was. We had a guest speaker at church, Keith Brown, who just absolutely crushed it. And it was just so good to see Keith again, and he was such a blessing to our congregation. On Saturday, Agape City, we were at the Walmart, both doors from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. all day, ringing the Salvation Army bell, bringing smiles to people's faces, and filling those buckets. I cannot wait to celebrate the amount we brought in, because you all were very generous stopping by throughout the day. I'm very proud of you, Agape City Church. And then, hopefully on Friday night, you all saw this sweet tracksuit rolling down Grand River in our parade float. Tim Kaiser, our worship pastor, and his team did an amazing job building that float. You need to know it came down to the wire, because they're ordering parts off Amazon and stuff like that, and supply chain issues, but it was amazing. Agape City, this was a great weekend for our congregation. I was very proud to be your pastor. Keep it up. Keep loving our community so well. It is Monday morning. It is time for Monday Morning Pastor, and today I got a verse for you, one short verse. It's in the book of 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 8. And hopefully this verse will change the way you see people today. 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 8, it says this. I got my Bible here. It says, above all, so this is above everything else, love each other deeply, because love covers a multitude of sins. Love each other deeply, because love covers a multitude of sins. Now, here's what's interesting to me. People tend to love babies, and they love children. And babies and children get the benefit of the doubt because of this love, right? You talk about love covers a multitude of sins. Like if a child does something that's kind of like mean, you would say, oh, that kid is a jerk. Like you would never say that to a kid. You would say like that thing they did was mean. We just need to coach them to not be a mean kid, and because we know the potential is there for that child to be nice. And because we love that child, we don't label them as mean. We coach them to be their potential. But what's interesting is this. As human beings grow and they become adults, we don't give adults that same unconditional love, particularly if adults are strangers. If an adult who is a stranger does something to us that's mean, we just assume that person is a jerk. That's who they are. That's who they formed to be. That's all they are. That's all they ever will be. So we put a label on them, and then we treat them according to that label. What if we loved people and saw the potential, even in adults, like we do in children? Like, hey, this person's really grumpy and mean right now, but maybe they're going through something, and maybe they just need to be taught how to be nice, and taught like, hey, how to be a more respectful member of society. And what if we love people? I think that love would cover up their sins. And so I think this verse is kind of deep for us. It's like, above all else, love each other deeply, because love covers a multitude of sin. Agape City, here's my challenge for you this week, 7 days. What if we did not judge people, especially the adults, on the way that they acted to us? What if we judged them on the potential of who they can become? Because I believe that's how God sees us, and he gives us so much patience and so much peace because he sees the potential for us to be good. And maybe we need to give that patience and peace to our neighbors, and to the people in our church, and to the people in our community, and the people we work with. Let's love people and see the potential in who they can become. All right, that's all I got for you today. Hopefully you guys have a great day today. I will see you all later on. Peace. I'm out of here.